Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So, welcome back to the channel first of all, guys. I'm going to show today another one of the Bateater comps using a different DPS. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I've been doing I've been working on the clan boss teams and specifically on the Bateater series, trying to showcase it with different DPS champions. You know, I jumped on different accounts to try to find different DPS options that people had, for example, because I don't have all the good DPSs for this one myself. So for today, for example, we are on a different account. I'm using to test this out, and we are using this time around Venus as the DPS. So first of all, let's start talking about what the Bateater comp actually means. The Bateater comp means using two man-eaters for the unkillable and the block debuffs. That's on the A3. Using the bat, which is Seeker, using his A2 that boosts the turn meter, presses increased attack and grants an extra turn. And the Painkeeper to reset with her A3 to reset the cooldowns of everybody else in the team. So this whole team has the concept of being unkillable for 50 turns and also having block debuffs because of the amazing A3 of the man-eater. So this one works on all difficulties, on all affinities easily. It's like normal and easy, a 1 key depending on the gear. But let me explain the reason why Venus is, for example, a really good option as well for this DPS. She's sort of like a Dracomorph, but she doesn't provide the same amount or the same reliability with the debuffs as in the poisons. So let's check out her kit. Basically, let's start with the aura. The aura HP in all battles. It doesn't help us that much in the clan boss because we don't care, we're unkillable, we're not gonna die. The A3 doesn't work, it only works when you're with Cupidus, but, sorry, the A4. The A3, she attacks all enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 75 unbooked HP burn. So this one can place or cannot place. It's not as reliable, but it's good to keep it in there because if this one places, this one can do quite a lot of damage. The main event of our kit is an A2, has an AoE attack that places decreased defense and weaken on 100% chance when booked, and this one's on a 3-turn cooldown. The books only increases the chance to land, doesn't decrease the cooldown. So it's always on a 3-turn cooldown, pretty good. Then on her A1, she attacks 2 times, has a 50% chance of placing a 5% poison. So this one can land or cannot land, obviously depending on the RNG. And because of this reason, one thing that can be done in this team is compared to different from the Bateater with Dracomorph, is the fact that we can bring somebody in with a toxic set, because she will not have she will not keep the debuff bar full on her own. But let me show you the run. I have pre-recorded the run. Let me show you the run to see how it goes, see how the damage looks at the end, and then we're gonna come back and talk about the speeds, masteries, and you know what other options we have. So see you in a bit, guys. One thing I almost forgot is to obviously show the preset for this team because this team is actually full auto from the beginning. Doesn't matter if it's Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, Brutal, Hard. It's full auto. Hard, it might be tricky, but you need less damage anyway. So it's full auto. It works on every affinity as well, so you do not have to worry. Just put it there, make it start, and you're good to go. So the presets that you need are on Venus, nothing. She can do whatever. Seeker, you can just leave it like this. It doesn't matter. Again, same thing. Opener or this one, he will always start with A2. That's fine. It's not an issue. The fast man-eater, you want to open with a A3. Then make it priority, the A3 priority, and then A2 priority, because sometimes the man-eaters do not like to use the A2, and that deals a lot of damage. So that's why this one's second priority. Then the slowest man-eater you want to open with the A2, but same thing again, priority then A3, and second priority A2 for the same reason. And Painkeeper, make sure you prioritize A3 and A2. So these are the presets that you want to use for this team. And I am back, guys. Look at this damage, 70.21 million. Okay, the thing is here with this damage, this is missing like 60k damage, like a little bit of damage from actually being a 1 key. But something that I haven't done, and I honestly didn't do it on purpose because I wanted to leave it like that to show that there's lots of space to improve, and that's certain masteries and builds on somebody. The only thing I've done is I put the best relentless on Venus, and that's about it. But overall, her damage is 23.7 million damage. That's not so bad. It's not as crazy, but at the end of the day, she's extremely good because of her enabling skills, because of her decreased defense and weaken. She helps have Seeker, look, Seeker, Maneaters, and Painkeeper do more damage. Look at this, 14.6 million, 10.8, 12.5, and 8.3 million damage from everybody else. Without having that decreased defense and weaken in there, those damages would have been quite a lot lower. I have to bear in mind that at the end of the day, like, Venus is a support champion, so her DPS skill is not the greatest, but she's still extremely good. Like, honestly, 23.7 million, it's not too shabby, you know, it's not too shabby. Okay, so let's check out the masteries first of all. Masteries, honestly, again, like I said, I didn't change absolutely anything. I just put the relentless on Venus, but the main masteries that you want to have is like crit rate, crit damage, Life Drinker, War Master, and then the Retribution one. The reason why these ones are the core is for every... Sorry, let me move myself a bit. Retribution, this one. The reason why I want these specific masteries is because this is what gives us a lot of damage with those Retribution procs. Basically, it's a counterattack, and you keep proccing War Master. By having War Master, it helps you heal up higher with the Life Drinker, and by healing up, you have another chance to proc the Retribution. So it's like a cycle of those three going together that can give us more and more damage. So these are the specific masteries that, if you look at everybody else has the Retribution, and this one here, this one's the only one that doesn't have Retribution, and we're losing damage because of that. So what can be done here is the masteries can be reset, and you can bring Retribution for Painkeeper as well, as long as you keep a minimum of 8 speed difference between Painkeeper and Seeker. If there's not 8 speed difference between the two, like Seeker being 8 speed faster, then you can now run Retribution on Painkeeper. So as we've noticed through the run, she didn't have Retribution and Life Drinker. By doing this simple tweak, this can be an easy 1 key with just Venus. So let's check the speeds and the builds. Like I said, masteries, everything's the same principle. Retribution, the crit rate, crit damage, lifesteal, and War Master. That's like the core that we care about. So let's start with the fastest champion. Fast Maneater is like in all speed sets. He is at 267 speed, 100% crit rate. You see good damage stats. He needs to be a minimum of 265. However, if he's in 2 or 3 speed sets, the true speed is not 260, it's different, so you need to make him 266 speed. Keep in mind that with speed sets and a lot of steals things can change. So if you see that it doesn't work, first thing that you check is his speed, give him 1 more speed, and it should be fixed. I move myself in the middle. Then the second Maneater, he has, like, again, speed sets and cruel. He is 243. He can be from a minimum of like 240 to up to, like, I think 250, something like that. So he has a decent range. Again, 100% crit rate, 185 crit damage, decent attack. Seeker is 255 speed. His speed is a little bit high, but because everybody else's speed is higher, that's fine. Normally the recommended speed for him is like from 248 till about 255, maybe maximum. Again, 100% crit rate, 190 crit damage, 3.7k attack. Decent attack. Again, all speed sets, you can make him in whatever. If you can get retaliation on him, or if you can get more revenge accessories to give him more chance to counterattack, better. Or if you have good fury sets, you can do that as well, because fury sets help with the damage overall, because you gain 25% more damage the more HP you lose. That can be the same principle on the Maneaters and Seeker, but depends. It has to be good, because if it's not as good, then it's not worth using. Then Painkeeper, we have in a toxic set, 247 speed, She's not even crit capped, high crit damage, attack and defense. Here what can be done is she can be, she needs to be a minimum of 239 speed. And then obviously the higher you go, it's like the higher you need to keep Seeker. She's a little bit overkill on the speed, but that's fine. Like one thing that we could change, like I said here, we could just make this one be like a crit rate glove and job done. Look for a crit rate glove in like something like this, boom, job done. But at least, like I said, I left it like this so we can showcase the fact that, you know, it wasn't min-max. This account has the possibility to do it a lot better. And even with like random pieces on certain people with wrong masteries and all that, it still was extremely close to that one key. And now let's look at Venus. Venus in a Relentless. This is the beauty of the Bateater. The DPS champion, which in this case is Venus, can be in Relentless for that extra 18% chance to get an extra turn. You can proc that like several times in a row. So because this there's no buffs that the champion needs to keep, like an increased speed that is with Miss Harris comps and other comps like that, she can have Relentless because she always goes first in the rotation. So she can proc as many of those, no problem. So if you have a good Relentless set, put a good Relentless set on your DPS. The speeds needs to be, I think, 218 minimum and up to like 225, maybe not higher than that, because like I said, the higher it goes, there's the higher chance that it falls out of sync. She has 100% crit rate, 230 accuracy. This one could go like up to 250, 247 crit damage, 4.3k attack. As we see, her base attack is pretty low. It's like 1000 only, so that's why her damage overall is not the craziest. Like if you had the Draco maybe in the same comp, maybe the damage would be like at least 50% more, like 30-35 million, because of his base attack being good, him being an offensive champion, and at the same time having more poisons. But if you do not have any other option, and Venus is the best option you have as a DPS, I would strongly suggest using her. With because of the fact that she has this high speed, she could be used in the same build in dungeons as well, because waves have like waves in dungeons have a maximum for like 110 speed. So she would still go twice, she could still place her debuffs, so she would still be useful. But yeah, let me see, anything else that I want to show? No, obviously one thing that you need to bear in mind for the Bateater, you need to make sure that the Manitors A3s are booked, the Seekers A2 is booked, and the Painkeepers A3 is booked. These are the things that are mandatory. Everything else, it's fine, it's not a problem if they're not booked. But this was it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you think there's another Bateater that you want me to make that I haven't already showcased on my channel with a different DPS, just leave it in the comments below, and I will try and see if I have it on my own account, or if I look through this account and I can make another video on it. But till then, see you in the next one, guys. Peace, love, take care, bye.